So thanks a lot for all of you guys that have been sharing my stuff and getting it out there and helping me prevent some bodybuilders from breaking themselves out there. There's some natural bodybuilders from dying under the stress of having to do excessive range of motion or too much weight, not listening to their body. So thanks for that. And today I thought I'd talk to you about something that I see in the gym all the time. And what I do see is people working out and lifting weights, but they are not using constant tension. They're actually using their sets to take little breaks in between their sets. So it's almost like they've got sets within sets. Now this is fine for nervous system adaptation if you want your nervous system to set up and you always want to be refreshed every single time you lift the weight, so you want to really increase that coordination or power. It's a good technique for that because you're saying I don't want the muscle to give out, I want to make sure my nervous system's totally taxed and I want to get really coordinated and I want to be refreshed for each individual rep. So you don't want to put on muscle mass. That's basically what you do. When you rest in the middle of your set, say you're doing alternating dumbbell curls and you let one rest down at the bottom and you just totally let the tension off the bicep and then you lift with the other one and you do the same thing back and forth, what you're doing is you're increasing the motor units in the bicep. Now, from a bodybuilding standpoint, this is still good because you do need to build motor units in order to access different muscle fibers, but you also have to transfer this intensity or transfer this technique to constant tension at some point. So once you're firing lots of motor neurons or you're firing lots of motor units, what you do is then you use that to keep the tension on the muscle and hit absolute failure in the muscle. So when you're doing bicep curls, you're not straightening the arm down at the bottom, or if you're squatting, you're not sitting on your butt or on your heels at the bottom and taking a total rest and then coming up again. You're not unfiring and firing the muscles over and over again. You're basically keeping the muscle firing while it's flexing and contracting, and it's relaxing, but it's never totally relaxed. It's only lessening the tension, you see? So it's constant tension. So you notice this is a principle that I use in my weight training, and you have no idea over the years how many times I've seen people that could not get results in the gym, and the difference between them and me was that they were giving up the tension during their exercise. They were locking the elbows or they're resting on the bottom to make sure they get that excessive range of motion, but they were actually taking the tension and the intensity off of the muscle by doing so. So they weren't really hitting muscular fatigue, they were hitting nervous system fatigue most of the time, or joint fatigue. Their joints were just getting beat to hell, so they had to stop the set. So this is something to really take into account. If you really want to gain muscle mass, you want to make the muscle the weak link in the exercise. I'm not saying you don't take rests from bodybuilding type training and then go into strength training or go into taking a rest and then just firing as much weight as you can up or down. But the thing is, you'll notice that when you're using constant tension, you might not be able to use close to as much weight. But the fact is that the muscles become the weak link. So you take your strength and then you transfer it to constant tension. Then you do your strength periods of time when you're training. You basically start lifting heavy weight, ballistic, whatever it is you do. Then you come back to constant tension, okay? That constant tension has to be there in order for you to get massive muscle gains, okay? So I hope this helps. Check me out at naturalgallantbodybuilding.com and I'll see you soon.